So y'all remember the absolute mess that the Saints Row reboot was, right? Not only did they replace the original Saints with woke college kids, they butchered the story entirely. And better yet, the game had more bugs than a Detroit motel, but that's not the game we were supposed to get, allegedly. Now, this is all with a grain of salt, but apparently the game we were supposed to get brought the original Saints back. Johnny Gat, Sean D. Pierce, going off the ending of 4, or Get Out of Hell, I kind of forget at this point, the ending where the world reboots itself and it starts over, which is really what the fans kind of wanted at that point. And I know Saints Row kind of started falling hard ever since Saints Row the 3rd, and it would have been nice to bring it back to its roots, or at least close enough, but Deep Silver said no. Why? The world will never know, but if you played the games, you can see a drastic change in tone from 1 to 4, with the original Saints Row being a gritty but goofy crime game. Then you go to Saints Row 4 and it's a parody of The Matrix with aliens and you're the president. That's a lot. And for years, Saints Row fans waited to see what they would do with the series, hoping to be brought back down a couple notches. Hell, I would have even taken the tone of Saints Row the 3rd as opposed to the disaster we got in the reboot. But the game we were supposed to get was a lot different. Again, like I said, bringing back the original Saints in a way, doing kind of a reboot. It was even said that there was going to be a mission where we finally killed Dex. And that's all I really heard about, but even with that little bit of information, that sounds a million times better than what we got. But it seems Deep Silver wanted to go into another direction, and while you could say, oh, well, I mean, at least Volition was on our side, they're the good guys in this scenario, you'd be wrong, as it's believed that Volition did want to do the story that brought back the Saints, but remember, even if that story got shot down, they were still responsible for the rest of the reboot we got. Whether they had anything to do with the story or its ideas, the gameplay was and even is still ridiculously embarrassing, and that's what Volition did. The driving makes me want to put my head through a fucking wall. The shooting has no weight to it and it feels like a fucking paintball fight. And the amount of bugs here is kind of beyond ridiculous. When the game released, it was essentially unplayable at some points. I played it upon release against my better judgment, and I can't tell you how many times I would have to restart a mission or the whole ass game because the game was doing some crazy shit. Not spawning enemies, just straight up game crashes for no reason, and the list goes on. So every party involved here is to blame for basically killing this awesome ass franchise in one foul swoop, which is crazy. How could you fumble the ball so hard when the writing was on the wall? Granted, I doubt it's the last we'll see of the series, but it's gonna be a minute before anyone wants to pick this up again. And Volition's not gonna do it because they shut their doors because this fumbled so hard. And by that time, it might already be too late, which is really a shame because this game series means a lot to a lot of people, myself included. But as of recently, a lot of game studios have been half-assing stuff, which is really whack. With the technology we finally have, we've waited years for graphics like this and all the money that they be making. Why are there so many bad games coming out? Why are so many series getting ruined when it should be an easy home run? Saints Row, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, the list goes on. But why? Who's the one making these decisions? Because they need to get fired. At the end of the day, I hope we see the Saints Row series again and soon, but this time done right. Because it can be done. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but what do you think? How much better would it have been if they went the real reboot route? Bringing back Johnny Gat, Sean D. and Pierce, taking us back to Stillwater, or hell, I'll even take Steelport. Or even a new map, just at least give us the original Saints, finally getting a chance to kill Dex and handle loose ends. We can only imagine. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to share, like, and subscribe for more stuff I have done. And down in the comments below, I want to know what's your favorite Saints Row game. No wrong answers, unless you say the reboot. Please don't say the fucking reboot. Anyways, thanks for coming, and thanks for watching.